Alrighty, quick update on the 86 Toyota LS swap. We got the sheet metal in for the fender well in the back of the truck. And then we got our shock mounts put in. And we got our shackles down here for our leaf spring. Them tires, I got lucky and I bought those wheels somewhere and he said there's 5-on-5, and my rear end over there was a 4.75. I went out and measured them, same thing. So I'm glad I've got them, even though I didn't need them just because they were cheap. As a money saver there, I think I paid $50 for both wheels, and they got slicks on them. Got the race seat in. Got 3.5, I think, in the front, and sloped it down to like 2.5. Give it a little bit of an angle. Got it all blacked out inside here. Everything's all painted black in there. So yeah, I gave $50 for a pair of these. I think they're 9 inches wide, but there's still some rubber left on these things, even though they look like hell. But they'll at least make some nice rollers. But yeah, and then I got that rubber mat over there. I think after we get done here, I'm just gonna use that rubber mat that was in the bed and just cut it out, cover up some of our holes for now, maybe fab it in and close it in later, but for now, I'll just cover it up with that rubber. Then I got these springs. Some guy gave them to me. I was buying some stuff off of him, and he threw those in on a deal. So I may use those too. But we got our little perches welded on there. We've already had this bolted up and mocked up. We're just waiting on the bushings. So yeah, we got it all blacked out in there. It's all blacked out underneath too. I hit it with some black spray paint just to clean it up and keep the rust at bay. Still got to get some rocker panels and cab corners, and I'm still waiting on the flywheel from Brian Tooling. Got the headers in, but I've already boxed them up, and I think I'm just going to run the stock ones for now, unless I can come up with some shorties to put on here. I want to run it forward and come out here, right here on the front of the fender, because if I go to a turbo setup, then I already have it plumbed for going right out the front there, instead of running it all the way back and then changing it up with so I will be putting a turbo on it sometime, but just not right now. It's costing me enough just to get this much done, so we'll get to it. It's a work in progress, but really happy with that, and I think I'll go with painting that yellow and give it some contrast so these black beams can stand out. They kind of go with the racing stripe theme. Let's see. But yeah, got our U-bolts cut down and just waiting on the bushings. We had a lowering block on there. We did cut it down, but we're still going to use it and put it underneath there. And hopefully out of all these drive shafts we can make something happen here. I'm probably going to have to change this end on this, but we're not there yet. So I may have a problem with the radiator. I'm not real sure. It sets in, that engine's like right here. Unless I can cut some of that plastic out of the grill, like cut some of all this out of here and be able to get it in there. I mean, it's a thin radiator, but it's a long one, but it's really super thin. So I'm just hoping I can take some of this plastic out of this grill and just use the snaps on the end and take all these out, and that might save me some room right there. That might be the deal saver instead of the deal breaker. And then when I put this back on there, instead of just welding it in, I'm thinking about just coming off here with some tabs on both sides about 4 of them, so I can unbolt it, take it out if I have to do an engine swap or get it out and fix it. Make it easier getting in and out instead of cutting it every time. But yep, there's the engine mounts that we welded up for it. We boxed it in. I don't think they're going anywhere. And then right here's the mounts that we got welded up for it. And then we've got some rubber that we're going to put in between right here. And then to get it perfectly straight, we're going to, we'll double up maybe here. It does set a little bit that way, so I'm thinking we'll put a couple pieces here and we'll just go with one piece over here, and hopefully that straightens it up. And right there's where we extended off of that cross member, and we put our own piece of metal on there, welded it on there to weld up the motor or training mount. But yeah, and we're going to try to, I think, put a couple perches on the top of this rear end and try to get them springs up underneath there. I'll probably have to use a spring compressor, or I'll just jack it up, then get it all bolted in and it'll already be set in place. I don't know. We'll wait and see. But yeah. For 50 bucks, I couldn't pass them up. But yeah. Should be pretty cool. I should have got a little video or some pictures earlier when I had the whole rear end and tires and everything underneath it. I could use some back spacing, but I've got plenty of room to go 12 wide or whatever. The rear end's only 36 inches overall, so I think we can get about any size tire we want out of this. But yeah, I think she'll work. Still waiting on the shifter too. She's getting dirty, sitting around too long. But yeah, I think that's it for now. I didn't get to put the headers in here, but they look like center dumps. They was coming down where the mounts were going to be. So, and I thought, well, I'm going to run a turbo soon anyway, so might as well have them come up and forward all the plumbing and everything. So it's going to be probably just a weekend warrior anyway. So thanks for watching. You have a good day.